this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Pistol.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Alert!
Switch! On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a 4th. Short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
1st down.
Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check, crunch. Hey, alert.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They scared. No. Off. Watch twist. Pistol. Twist.
They run it again with Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Good. 180. I don't even know why this team showed up.
SOS.
Hey, alert 33.
SOS.
Real. Go. 40, Mike, 40. Hurry. What's that?
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Check 26. Joker. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Point it right. Up. Hey, Alpha. Mike 48. Come to my work. We want that.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to get up here to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Muhammad, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He sets to fire deep. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
53. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run. Chubb. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Jarvis Landry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. It's great.
Jackson will throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.